cool fireball now. Ugh. Kawara, pull yourself together. Do you want this? No. I don't. Cuckoo! Ryouta is a vegetarian and shouldn't exert himself. I don't want to make anyone sad.
The remitter reactivated? Fascinating. It should not have been possible for some hours yet.
With the power of an always, anything is possible. Always. Zinnias is half in the mind, after all. Outlook is surprisingly important.
I suppose this means my data was insufficient.
Take that, Shu. This is the end, Dark Sorcerer Wallenstein. Be judged by the Crimson Breast. Wait, Angel. It's not just his fault. It's not your fault, Ryouta. Why are you protecting him? He is the one who did this to you. Tell me, Doctor. Why did you go this far to grant my wish?
Why did I grant your wish? My reason is nothing of note. It is not worth telling. This was merely an experiment that has now come to an end.
You must have had a reason. You aren't the sort to go around talking to children without some purpose. Yeah, children, they're disgusting. I want to know the answer to everything.
The answer is nowhere near as glamorous as you are expecting.
Oh, I thought you said nowhere near as glamorous as you are, and I was like, thank you, Shu, I'm blushing!
I assure you.
So what's the answer? Hey, good morning, Issa. Sorry to spring this on you, but could you take a look at these?
What is it, sir? You seem excited.
It's amazing. The healers we got earlier.
Healers? The healer cells from last month.
Yeah, them, from the unusually old human.
Hating science even more after death. Can't we at least call the samples by their proper name?
You've always been serious like that, Issa. These samples are like sweet lovebirds. Touch them with kindness and they respond beautifully.
Just how many lovebirds do you have again? Perhaps you should call them pet birds instead.
He worked with a human?
Maybe you're right. Anyway, look at this. We've been looking into cancer cell immortality.
Indeed, these results are amazing. You're quite lucky with these things.
It's all about love.
Or intuition.
That too.
Oh, Ryouta's father? You worked with Ryouta's freaking father?
Kawara Ryuchi. He is quite possibly the most gifted researcher alive.
So wait, instead of trying to, join the doves and stuff and try and make peaceful amends among humans and birds, you instead decided that it would be a better idea to use the son of the most gifted researcher you know as the spawning to kill all humans? Get bent.
He has abilities and intuition that not even he can explain.
Hey, good morning, Issa. Nice weather, huh? Makes me want to do something outside.
It's already evening. I believe one normally switches to good evening around now.
Screw it. If Ryota's Pophams wants to say good morning, he's gonna say it. He's a gifted researcher.
It's good morning whenever I get up, Issa. Get distracted by things like common sense and you'll miss the greatest discoveries of your life.
Sophistry.
Hey, good morning, Issa.
He worked in the medical center too?
Whoopsie. We're low on cash. Here. Was this the one?
I didn't ask you to pick it up for me.
Here, take it. It's not like we're running out.
You sound like a pushy salesman.
Your right wing is injured, right? If there's anything I can help you with, just ask.
Oh, Ryota's popums. You're a good person.
I've been doing fine so far. I can stab people, that's all that really matters.
Hey, good morning, Issa. I'm going to stalk you! Hey, can I say something?
What is it, sir? I'm somewhat busy.
You're always so busy. If I waited for you to take a break, I'd die of old age before I got to say.
Talking like this gets us nowhere.
He just wants to be your friend.
Guess what? I had a kid.
I see. Congratulations.
What? You don't have anything else to say?
Not particularly. Reproduction is natural for all living creatures. Of course, were I to become a father, I would feel bad for the child, given my habit of locking myself away in the laboratory. The only bird who I ever recognized. The only one I ever recognized worthy of my respect.
Wow. That's something, alright. I wonder what Ryota's father even freaking looks like. 'Cause I just kind of imagine Ryouta with a mustache. Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good approximation of what he probably looks like.
Hey, good morning, Issa. I love bothering this guy, I swear. I brought you something cool. What is it, Ryota's dad?
What is it?
A fossil. Look at it. Look at it. Look at the fossil! It's huge.
You act like an excited child.
Hey, I like geology too. It tempts me with spouse breach.
I will carry on your research while you are out, then. Go on.
Dang, you're cold. Hey, listen, wanna come with me on a business trip sometime? Field observation is fun. My next one's at the start of the month.
While I am interested in your work, sir, I am partway through a fascinating process at the moment.
You never want to have any fun. By the way, if she was the genie, how did we not freaking recognize him? How? It's clear that he has a very specific look. I mean, I know he's a bird at the end of the day, but all birdies, like, regardless of species, don't look exactly the same, so how did we not recognize him? Whatever. I guess we just have awful memories.
Perhaps another time.
Stop blowing off your best friend, Shu. He's the only friend you'll ever have.
Yeah, I'll invite you next time then. I bet traveling with you would be a blast. I'm sure it would too, Ryota's dad.
Field observation is not exactly sightseeing.
It is if you put fun and sparkles into it.
I will make sure to open time in my schedule, though.
Aww.
His last moments were dreadfully anticlimactic.
Sadness.
He fell ill with a disease endemic to the island.
He died on a business trip? Screw that.
By the time he was returned home, he was so emaciated one could barely recognize him.
Okay, so he didn't die on the business trip, but he came home and died.
He had watched as many other birds succumb to disease, so I was sure that he would die in this examination room, surrounded by his family.
Issa, I always knew this was a possibility.
Yes, sir.
I don't regret the way I did things.
No, sir.
But I just remembered. I do have one regret.
What was it? Never becoming a football-playing king in space? I regret that.
Yes, sir.
I've never done anything a father's supposed to do. I'd promise to take time off for the first time in years. I want you to do me a favor, Issa. If you ever run into my son, can you do something for him in my stead?
And that was his solution. help out my old mentor and do so in his memory by trying to freaking kill his son?
A rather vague request.
He's too nice. He'd never ask for something, even if he wanted to. Same thing.
I suspect he inherited that trait from his father.
Anyways, if you ever happen to meet him, you don't have to go out of your way to find him or anything.
Very well. I shall remember. What is his name?
Ryouta. It's Kawara. Ryouta.
You vanished from my life before I ever told you my feelings.
Aw, you loved him.
And I've chased your shadow ever since then. Is this what they mean by quitting while you're ahead? Or was it just cowardice? No matter how I study life, its past, its future, I will never be able to surpass you. And that was my only goal. Kawara Ryouta, the son of Dr. Kawara. Carrying half his genetic material and otherwise unrelated. But this boy... he may be the only way for me to catch your shadow now.
By killing him.
7th class, end.
Okay, well that was enlightening. He was freaking in love with Yuya's father, who was his mentor, I guess. And they were bestest friends forever, and then he died. Tragic, but I'm still a little confused as to if I should actually feel sympathy for Shu or not in this situation, since his wish-granting abilities, not that great. Nope, I would say no.
8th class.
Okay, let's do this thing. Go!
When your father died, my world was altered. One might say that his influences over me grew after death. Both for good and for ill.
Yeah, but Ryota's freaking father didn't go around chopping up people. Did he?
Kawara Ryuji. All I can recall from him now is his voice and the color of his wings.
Can you sing with all the colors of the wings?
He rarely returned home, always leaving Mother and me alone. You did this to carry out my father's will?
You misunderstand. This was not just a parting of kindness between colleagues. I doubt that there is anyone in this world with a stronger sense of duty than mine. This was his final challenge to me.
To ruin his son's life?
And you see the result. But your refusal is hardly rational. I was trying only to grant your wish, and had you but accepted, it would be so.
You're bad at wish granting.
Are you dissatisfied with something?
Oh, I don't know. Let us count the ways in which we are dissatisfied with your little wish granting. Well, 1, Roscuro's now dead because you were experimenting on Ryouta. 2, Ryouta could have died as well. 3, you're an asshole.
A world without strife, where no one will have a loved one stolen from them. That is a world I wished for.
But what if another species of animals becomes hyper-intelligent? What then? Are you gonna kill them too? Are the birds just gonna kill everything until eventually there's nothing left on the earth but them? How far must it go?
I never asked for a world where the human race is killed.
A pity that you did not say so 8 years ago.
That does not... No, Shu, that does not change the fact that you have done an awful job at wish granting. It's still your fault.
What absurd contract was this? There's no power in prayer. I should never have met you. Doctor, my wish ends today. Father is no longer in this world. There's no reason for you to chase after his final will anymore.
Does this mean you are sympathizing with me? Oh, how I have fallen. I can feel his pitying gaze even now. Very well, the contract ends today,
Thank God.
and I must admit defeat.
Indeed you must.
It is not over yet. We must open the gate of Tartarus in the depths of the abyss. We only have about 10 minutes until the humans come from above. I see you're still alive, gentlemen.
Leon! You brought all the students with you, right? Please tell me you did. Please?
Mr. Leone! I bring with me all those who had taken refuge in the gym.
Yes, we win today.
Wow, it's like something out of a science fiction movie!
Yeah, you're right. What the hell? Student B! You are dead!
I bet it was built by MIBs.
Yeah, I'm sure the men in black were all over this. Certainly.
Rad! Well, I guess nobody's panicking anyway.
I think what they should be panicking about right now is the fact that student B is miraculously alive again.
Mr. Shiogane.
And yes, I know that they probably just didn't want to come up with names for all of them, so they just made another student B. Should have put it student C though.
I will recover Sakazaki's body before I leave. Have no fear. I am grateful to you. The exit is no doubt activated by the vital signals of the researchers who work here.
Correct. Do not fear, I shall lead you to it.
Since when have you now become our bestest friend?
Cuckoo! The doctor is even creepier when he's being cooperative! Ugh!
I do not base my actions on foolish pride or emotion.
Great for you. You get cookie, but not a very good cookie. Like one that's been sitting out on the counter for months and has gone stale. And then, I don't know, somebody spat on it. You get that cookie.
I carried out an experiment, and I have now obtained the results.
And now he will go forth in the world and do more evil experiments on people.
I have nothing more to gain or lose here.
What about Nagaki?
Is that everyone? Thank God. Shall we go, Kawara? Can you stand? Yeah.
Aww.
But we need to bring Always with us.
I think everyone else has gone outside.
Doctor, I shall not forget what has taken place here. Once we are outside, I shall see that you face judgment.
Your words are hardy and immature as always. Do as you please if you can.
I will indeed. Remember my face, villain.
Yeah, that's right. You still killed freaking Yuya for no freaking reason.
Well, who knows? I find you uninteresting, so I may well forget. I must think carefully about my plans once I am outside. I still have much research to.
Doctor! A gunshot echoes through the room.
Well, I'm glad that somebody shot the doctor. I'm terrified that gunshots... Oh my gosh, did the humans come in? Are they gonna try to kill Ryouta and friends? Darn it, we need ghosts of me and Nageki. Get down here and help them.
The doctor collapses. Madness! There should still be time before the humans... Mr. Nanaki? A pistol in his hand.
I knew it.
He wobbles over to the doctor, with the same unsteady, careless gait as always. And...
This is the end of your research. Naki! What?
Stop! The doctor should have a fair trial once we...
I don't know about fair trial. He's gonna be found guilty anyway. I don't see how he could come out innocent. A fair trial, huh? What do you think, Doctor?
Oh, well, I am impressed at your acuity in attacking my uninjured left side.
But of course. Thank you. Tell me, Doctor No. Issa. I need to bring him back with me. That's why I've done all this. Tell me, where is Nageki? I freaking knew it! I was so on this. I'm awesome. Hooray for me.
Nunaki points his gun at the immobilized doctor. He looks quite prepared to shoot. The partridge dead at any moment.
Oh, is that it? Oh, I'd quite forgotten. Mr. Fujishiro's brother.
Say what?
He was a quail.
Oh, the kid from the orphanage. That was freaking Nunaki. That's right, he had the picture of Nageki.